It's a tough truth, but some people in our lives genuinely enjoy causing harm and chaos. Imagine this. You're sharing moments, trusting someone, only to find out they're the source of your distress. Today, we're diving into something both intriguing and unsettling. How to recognize the signs you're dealing with an evil person. Whether it's a colleague, a friend, or even a family member, these individuals can be experts at hiding their true nature behind a mask of charm and charisma. But why are we exploring this darker side of human behavior? Understanding these signs isn't just about curiosity, it can be a game changer. The Stoics believed in the power of perception and living guided by reason and virtue. By spotting these toxic traits, we can protect our peace of mind and build healthier relationships, staying true to Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. So stay tuned as we uncover 5 telltale signs of an evil person. By the end of this video, you'll be better equipped to identify these behaviors and learn practical ways to safeguard your mental health and well-being. If you find this valuable, please hit that subscribe button and stick around. There's a special bonus section where I'll share a powerful strategy for setting firm boundaries with these individuals. Let's embark on this journey of self-awareness and resilience together. Charming facade. When we meet someone who seems charming and charismatic, it's easy to be fooled by appearances. These people often light up a room, making everyone feel special and valued. They know just what to say to make you feel like you found a new best friend. At first, they seem perfect, witty, engaging, and genuinely interested in your life. It's easy to get swept up in their charm, thinking you found someone truly special. But the Stoics remind us to look beyond the surface. Over time, cracks in their facade might appear. Maybe they always need to be the center of attention, overshadowing others at social events. They might interrupt you, talk over you, or even subtly put you down in front of others. These aren't just quirks, they're red flags. Self-centered behavior. Imagine being at a party with this person. They're the life of the event, telling jokes and captivating the crowd. At first, it feels great to be in their orbit, but soon you notice they dominate every conversation, making everything about themselves. When you try to share something about your life, they quickly steer the topic back to them. This is where the Stoic principle of apatheia, being undisturbed by external things, comes in handy. By staying emotionally balanced, you can see through their charming act and recognize the self-centered nature beneath. Handling disappointments. Another crucial aspect to watch is how they react when things don't go their way. A genuinely kind person will handle disappointments and disagreements with grace and understanding. But someone who's merely pretending to be kind might quickly become angry or defensive. They might lash out or try to manipulate the situation to regain control. According to Stoic wisdom, such reactions are clear signs of a lack of virtuous character. Marcus Aurelius advises us to be cautious of those who display anger and manipulation, traits that are far from rational and virtuous. The key is to take your time, trust your instincts, and evaluate the character of those you let into your inner circle. Observing over time. So if someone seems too good to be true, give yourself the space to really observe their actions over time. Pay attention to how they treat others, especially when they think no one is watching. True character shines through when someone isn't trying to impress anyone. Remember, not everyone who seems charming and charismatic has the best intentions. Some people use their charm as a tool for manipulation. By staying grounded and mindful, you can protect yourself from being deceived by a superficial facade. Stick to Stoic principles of wisdom and discernment, and you'll be better equipped to navigate these tricky social dynamics. Lack of empathy. Another critical red flag to watch for is a lack of empathy. Empathy is what allows us to connect deeply with others, offering support and creating meaningful relationships. But some people seem to be missing this essential human trait. They don't care about how their actions or words affect others, and that can be devastating. The Stoics valued compassion and understanding as core virtues. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about our interconnectedness and how considering others' well-being is part of our own. So when you encounter someone who shows blatant disregard for others' feelings, it's a major warning sign. Empathy in action. Imagine sharing something deeply personal with a friend, hoping for comfort or understanding. Instead of showing genuine concern, they brush off your feelings or even mock your vulnerability. This lack of empathy can leave you feeling isolated and misunderstood. It's not just about them failing to support you in tough times. It's also about them not celebrating your successes. A person who lacks empathy won't cheer for your achievements. They might even undermine them or take credit for them. This behavior extends beyond personal relationships. Think of a boss who pushes their employees to the brink, showing no concern for their well-being. They might demand long hours without fair pay, ignore requests for time off, or publicly criticize employees in a way that's meant to humiliate. This creates a toxic work environment where people feel undervalued and stressed. The Stoics would advise us to maintain our inner peace and integrity, recognizing that the lack of empathy in others reflects their character, not ours. Sinister behaviors. A lack of empathy can also lead to more harmful behaviors. People who can't empathize with others may engage in actions that are cruel or devoid of guilt or remorse. They might lie, cheat, or even inflict harm without a second thought about the pain they're causing. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, stressed the importance of kindness and justice, teaching that our actions should reflect our inner virtue. When someone lacks empathy, they're fundamentally disconnected from these values. Everyday interactions. Even in small interactions, a lack of empathy can be evident. For example, you might notice someone who constantly interrupts conversations to talk about themselves, shows little interest in others, or fails to offer help when it's clearly needed. These might seem like minor annoyances at first, but they add up to a pattern that reveals a deeper issue. The Stoics remind us to be observant and discerning, understanding that these small signs point to a person's true character. If you find yourself dealing with someone who consistently lacks empathy, it's crucial to set boundaries to protect your mental and emotional health. The Stoics believed in maintaining our own well-being and not letting others' negativity disturb our peace. You have every right to distance yourself from those who drain your energy and bring you down. Manipulation. Another major sign of an evil person is manipulation. Manipulation is when someone uses deceit or cunning to control or influence you to get what they want. It's a sneaky, often damaging behavior that can leave you feeling confused and powerless. Manipulators are experts at twisting situations, making you question your own reality, and bending your will to their needs. This can make you feel unsure of your judgments and overwhelmed. From a Stoic perspective, the Stoics valued clarity of thought and the ability to see things as they are. They believed our perceptions should be grounded in reality, and we should remain steadfast in our principles, no matter the external pressures. When someone manipulates you, they're trying to cloud your perception and distort reality, making it hard to stay true to these Stoic ideals. Gaslighting. One common form of manipulation is gaslighting, where the manipulator tries to make you doubt your own memory, perception, or sanity. They might deny events or twist your words to make you feel at fault. Imagine confronting a friend about something hurtful they said. Instead of owning up, they might accuse you of being overly sensitive or misremembering. This can erode your confidence and make you depend on their version of reality. Playing the victim. Manipulators are also skilled at playing the victim. They might guilt trip you into doing things you don't want to do by making you feel responsible for their happiness. For example, a friend might constantly complain about their problems, expecting you to drop everything to help, yet never be there for you in return. They might say, "If you were really my friend, you'd do this for me," making you feel obligated. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, taught us to understand what is within our control and what isn't. We can't control others' actions or emotions, only our response to them. Flattery and charm. Consider how a manipulator might use flattery or charm to get their way. At first, this can feel wonderful. They shower you with compliments and make you feel special. But over time, you might notice their praise comes with strings attached. They might flatter you when they want something or need you to do something for them. This conditional affection creates a power imbalance where you feel compelled to earn their approval. Professional settings. In professional settings, manipulation can take the form of undermining colleagues to get ahead. A manipulative coworker might spread rumors, take credit for others' work, or use office politics to climb the ladder. They might appear friendly but betray your trust when it suits their goals. This behavior creates a toxic work environment where suspicion replaces trust and collaboration. The Stoic principle of justice reminds us to act with fairness and integrity, avoiding or resisting such manipulation. Subtle manipulation. Manipulation can also be more subtle, involving small actions that add up over time. Someone might frequently change plans at the last minute, leaving you uncertain. They might withhold important information or use passive-aggressive tactics to get their way. These behaviors can wear you down, making you feel anxious and off balance. Recognizing manipulation requires keen awareness and a commitment to your own well-being. The Stoics would advise us to stay grounded in our principles, question our perceptions, and seek clarity in our interactions. If you suspect manipulation, take a step back and evaluate the situation with a clear mind. Set firm boundaries and don't hesitate to distance yourself from those who try to control you. Lack of remorse. One of the most alarming signs of an evil person is a complete lack of remorse or guilt. When we make mistakes, it's natural to feel bad, apologize, and make things right. This sense of remorse is a crucial part of our moral compass, guiding us to act with integrity and compassion. However, some people seem entirely devoid of this feeling. They can hurt others, lie, cheat, or steal without a hint of guilt or responsibility. This absence of remorse is a major red flag. The Stoics emphasize developing inner virtue and moral character, believing that our actions should be driven by a sense of duty and responsibility. A person who lacks remorse is disconnected from these fundamental principles. Dealing with betrayal. Imagine dealing with someone who has wronged you. Maybe they've spread false rumors or betrayed your trust. When you confront them, instead of feeling remorse or offering an apology, they act as if nothing happened. They might even blame you or deny any wrongdoing. This lack of accountability can be incredibly hurtful and frustrating, leaving you feeling invalidated and disrespected. A person who shows no remorse is likely to repeat their harmful behavior since they feel no internal consequences for their actions. Professional setting. This behavior isn't confined to personal relationships. In the workplace, you might come across a colleague who cuts corners, takes unethical shortcuts, or undermines others to get ahead. They might manipulate data, lie about their achievements, or claim credit for someone else's work, all without a shred of guilt. This creates a toxic environment where integrity and honesty are sacrificed for personal gain. The Stoics believe that true success and happiness come from living a virtuous life, not from achieving external accolades at any cost. Broader social impact. Consider the broader impact of someone who feels no guilt. They might engage in criminal behavior or violence without hesitation, harming others physically or emotionally with no regret. This behavior is not just dangerous, but indicative of a deeply flawed moral character. The Stoics remind us that our actions define who we are. A lack of remorse clearly signals that someone is not living according to principles of virtue and righteousness. Sense of entitlement. Moreover, a person who lacks remorse often sees themselves as above the rules. They might believe they're entitled to act as they please, disregarding the impact on others. This sense of entitlement can show up in various ways, such as ignoring social norms, disrespecting boundaries, or exploiting others for personal gain. Recognizing this behavior early is crucial for protecting yourself. The Stoics teach us to maintain our integrity and not be swayed by the unethical actions of others. If you encounter someone who consistently shows no remorse, it's a sign they lack a strong moral compass. They are likely to repeat their harmful behavior, so it's important to set clear boundaries to protect your well-being. Consistent pattern of hurting others. Finally, one of the most telling signs of an evil person is a consistent pattern of hurting others. While everyone can have an off day or make a mistake, someone who repeatedly causes harm is a red flag. This harmful behavior can show up in many forms: emotional abuse, physical violence, deceit, betrayal, or manipulation. The key here is the repetition, which points to a deeper issue with their character. The Stoics believed our actions should mirror our inner virtues and that we should strive for harmony with others. Someone who consistently harms others is clearly off the path of these principles. Broken relationships. Think about someone who seems to have a string of broken relationships. Whether they're romantic, friendships, or professional ties. They might have a history of people who've been hurt, betrayed, or mistreated by them. This pattern reveals they're more interested in using others for their gain than in forming genuine connections. The Stoics would caution us to be wary of such individuals, understanding that their behavior reflects their inner chaos and lack of virtue. Professional context. In a work setting, this could be a colleague who consistently undermines others, spreads rumors, or engages in ruthless tactics to climb the corporate ladder. They might foster a toxic work environment, leading to high turnover and low morale. This ongoing harmful behavior signals a lack of respect for others and a focus on their own gain at any cost. The Stoic principle of justice reminds us to act with fairness and integrity, valuing the well-being of others alongside our own. Personal relationships. In personal relationships, someone who consistently causes harm might engage in emotional or physical abuse, manipulation, or betrayal. They might lie, cheat, or play mind games, leaving their partners feeling hurt and powerless. This repetitive behavior not only damages those around them, but also undermines their own character. The Stoics stress the importance of self-reflection in developing inner virtue. Someone who continually harms others is failing to nurture these essential qualities. Recognizing patterns and setting boundaries. Recognizing a pattern of harmful behavior takes careful observation and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths. The Stoics advise us to watch others' actions and understand their character through these behaviors. If you spot someone consistently causing harm, it's crucial to protect yourself. Set clear boundaries and don't hesitate to distance yourself from those who bring negativity and pain into your life. The Stoics teach us to uphold our well-being and maintain our inner peace, regardless of others' actions. Conclusion. In conclusion, spotting the signs of an evil person is key to safeguarding your mental and emotional well-being. These individuals may present themselves as charming and charismatic, but their true nature surfaces through their actions. A lack of empathy, manipulation, absence of remorse, and a consistent pattern of hurting others are major red flags. The Stoics guide us to stay grounded in our principles, observe others' actions carefully, and protect our own peace of mind. By adhering to these principles, we can navigate complex social interactions and build healthier, more meaningful relationships.